rap beefs are just grown men writing angry poems at each other.
This video is dedicated to the culture.
Okay.
Let's get hip hop real quick.
Okay.
Anybody been following this rap diss track beef between the greats of our time?
I heard the first one. I heard when Kendrick dropped the Like That song with Metro Boomin and Future.
I see the meme pop up and I go, I don't care.
That's what I do.
But should I care?
That's a great way to start this video.
It's J. Cole and Kendrick.
Why do we care about this video?
J. Cole and Kendrick?
We don't.
It's J. Cole and Kendrick, right?
J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake.
Why are they beefing?
Ever since somebody wrote, I think they were like, rap beefs are just grown men writing angry poems at each other.
That's so true though.
That's what I'm like, yeah, you're right.
But I think it's so fun though. It's so fun. Well, at the end of the day,
That's some spice to it.
maybe it's also because one, we probably grew up in an era of like real rap beef. So I think that's maybe what we got accustomed to or what we like ended up liking. And then we also recently just went through an era of just like mumble rap and kind of just weird stuff and weird dudes that are talking about weird things / like an era of also rappers that are only gloating about like being rich and flossing about random shit. So it's kind of like cool. The beats are cool.
I definitely like rap beefs better than rapper beefs.
Explain.
Oh, like real life?
Like what happened between like B.I.G. and like P. Diddy and Tupac. That had nothing to do with rap. That was just they were f***ed up.
People beef.
Yeah, and then the people around them were f***ed up, and then that was the spectacle. But if you are just gonna relegate it to just let's just make some songs and roast each other, I like that better. I don't think people should be dying over this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think any of these guys are gonna kill anybody.
Yeah, which is why like that's pretty cool.
But
Drake's too
it's
soft, is that what you're saying?
He's not that guy.
I'm not allowed to say he's light skinned, whatever. 50 Cent did though, Mr. Curtis.
I heard that.
See, that's what I like. I like when people live by it, though. So when 50 is...
See, that's the exact opposite of what Ryan just said.
So when 50 is beefing with Ja Rule, like he bought the first 3 rows to his concert, so it could be empty.
That's funny.
See, that's good.
But also, like, he still wins.
Like when you live by the beef, rather than just in songs, and then your normal post and your normal life is like something else, then it's not as fun. It doesn't have as much substance, you know?
But that trolling level is pretty.
So sick.
But either way, in general, I just enjoy. It's more entertaining to have some sort of beef, so that shit's going on. It's something to talk about. And it's just like fun to be a witness.
Because everybody was talking about it for a while.
Everybody's still talking about it right now because basically, to catch anybody up who's not aware, like Nick said, out of nowhere, Kendrick gets onto a verse as a feature on Future and Metro Boomin's latest fucking album on a song called Like That, which is a fucking sick song.
Okay.
Metro Boomin's a producer, very famous producer, Steve. And Future is a very popular rap artist.
I know who Future is, but the first part, thank you.
Cool. That being said, he jumps on this track and he goes to town. Like Kendrick does a really sick verse. He's just such a craftsman.
He came out of nowhere. That's the big shock.
Is the whole thing dedicated to...
Basically Drake and J. Cole.
Wow, okay.
Because the last time they also did a track too was called Drake and J. Cole got on a track called First Person Shooter, and one of the most iconic lines there is how J. Cole talks about how Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick are currently just like the big 3.
Yeah.
But then in Like That, Kendrick's verse, he says, "Fuck the big 3, N-bomb. It's just Big Me," and it's just like the giant. Oh. Y'all got nothing.
He just made it fun. He made it real fun.
So the thing is, everybody who's an actual rap fan, every fucking actual rap fan respects J. Cole because he's a dope lyricist. Like, you can't argue with that. You love Kendrick, but you also know at least J. Cole's dope. So everybody immediately writes off Drake because Drake's just a pop star rapper, right? That's the whole thing. He's dope. He's dope, but he's a pop star rapper.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was.
But everybody's waiting to be like, J. Cole, what's J. Cole gonna do? And then ironically, J. Cole does respond, and it's an alright response. You know, he drops this track on his album. It's alright. And then he goes on into his concert, literally like 2 weeks ago or something like that. He's just like on stage at one of his performances, and then he like does like a heartfelt like apology for it.
Wow.
And even like goes like, look, like raise your hand here if you like Kendrick. And some people raise their hand. He's like, honestly, I like Kendrick. So like I don't even know what this is about. Like I just felt the pressure from people telling me like you gotta do something, blah blah. And it was really kind of like interesting. That's not usually how diss tracks and rap beef goes, but I get it. Like, that's also a weird kind of cool artist move. Nobody gave a fuck about Drake.
Yeah.
And then recently,
Too Canadian.
a leaked Drake diss track drops. And the way I heard about it was off 50 Cent's Twitter, and he was like, yo, Drake, like, wiped the floor with everybody. Like, it actually fucking went off on everybody.
Really?
So then I YouTube the actual track, and this fool really goes off on everyone.
Like, what do you mean everyone? Like, more than these three? Like, just everyone in general?
Yeah. He goes off on K-Dot, he goes off on even like saying J. Cole was too soft for it. He goes off on Future, he goes off on Metro Boomin. The line against Metro Boomin was so hard that it's gonna probably turn into a meme.
Oh, shit.
What do you say?
Fucking, it says something about like just go make some drums or some shit. It's really stupid, but it's really funny.
Dang.
The other history is too is like all these guys, they'll kind of diss each other in their songs, like kind of not like the way this was, like the Kendrick song was. So everyone's like, oh, it's like bubbling. So when Kendrick dropped this, everybody was like, oh my God, this is such a big deal. Yeah. But in reality, like you said, when you think about it, you're like, it is a bunch of guys writing poetry about each other. Because
when they're good though,
exactly. But that's why it's different, is because like all these guys are pretty amazing lyricists, so they do make it fun. Everyone's like trying to break down all the bars.
Seems like it's good for everyone's career in a way.
That's why they do it, I think.
Yeah.
For sure.
Who was Drake beefing with when he made that song? He's like, you said you're going on a world tour. Is it a world tour or your girls tour?
I think it was Meek Mill. He was going after Meek Mill, I think. Was it?
Maybe. He's also going after Rick Ross too.
So Meek Mill can't win, huh?
No,
not right now.
Chico
No.
can't win.
You know.
Even before the Diddy stuff, apparently like Drake was like killing this guy.
Poor
in rap
Meek.
beefs.
Yeah.
So
His name is Meek.
a 20v1. What's a prince to a king? He's a son. Get more love in the city that you from. Metro, shut your hoe ass up and make some drums. Like, it's pretty funny. But
I trust you on this one.
Well, there's N-bombs after every line. I just can't say it.
It's better when they say it, but like, you know, it's the way people break it down. You're like, oh, there's so many layers.
You just gotta trust that real artists, real recognize real. I know that you don't get it.
Make some drums about? What's that mean?
He's a producer, so like he's basically telling him to just shut up and just keep doing what you do.
For all of them.
Shut up and dribble, pretty much.
Stay in your lane.
But then he also just, and I heard it this morning, Drake apparently also dropped a new track where he AI'd Tupac and Snoop into it with his lyrics.
Wow.
And he's basically calling Kendrick out again the whole time, going like, we're waiting for you. You gonna do something? I know you got a diss track you've been sitting on for years. Hurry up and do something. And so it's just, it's like a very it's crazy because Drake's just coming out with like as many guns as he can in a trolling way. Yeah. And he's just going like, what's up, dude? So it's just really fun to see right now, because otherwise it would just be, what's another album of rappers that are putting shit out is all. It's just not as entertaining as.
Because like, I think all the rap, I remember Jay-Z and Nas, they were going at it for a while, and that's when everybody was like, yo, what the fuck is going on over here? So it does bring more attention and eyes to, I guess, the.
And they're all really good lyricists, so that's the whole point too, right? Like it's the whole game is about subliminal shit. Like back in the day, it might have been like,
fuck you.
Fuck y'all, fucking.
They're so creative now.
Yeah. It's poetry. Like you said.
I like what Bart was saying though, like doing, like pranking each other is funnier. Like pranking, like actually pulling a fucking heist on each other. Like hey, I bought all your tickets to your front row, and now nobody went, and now you're there, and you're like, what the fuck, front row?
Because all these guys have fuck you money. You know, they could do some really creative shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why wouldn't you? It's like, hey, like same thing. Buy all the front row tickets. Give it to all these gay dudes and tell them, hey, start making out as soon as you start.
Oh shit!
Like, oh, my music's like super big in the gay community, I guess. Like shit like that.
Like I got an hour left of this performance.
Funny, it's like, just if you got unlimited funds, like bring the fucking heat, please.
Yeah, dude.
How did you feel about the J. Cole apology? Did you think it was cool or different, or you're like, oh, what the fuck? That's not hip hop.
It's interesting because I do think Kendrick is dope as fuck. Like I even went to his concert. He had he rolled in the most money for his big step in tour. Like he like broke records on that shit. I went to his most recent concert too, and like I think the dude's a fucking artist. Yeah. I think he's fucking dope. Right? So but I hella think J. Cole is a really, really good rapper and lyricist too.
In his own way.
So when J. Cole like says that in a way that's like, it's not like overly pussy, even though it's kind of pussy, but it's, you know, to even just be like, honestly, I like Kendrick. I'm like, well, fuck, I do too. I'm not trying to see these guys go down. It's not like when Machine Gun Kelly went against Eminem, and I couldn't wait for Eminem to fucking destroy.
No one even likes him to begin with.
That's true.
The fact that he even tried that was hilarious.
And even then, Machine Gun Kelly did really well. Like, Rap Devil was a fucking kind of sick ass call out. It really was. If you even listen to it now, it's still a good bop.
Really?
Yeah, even though he gets destroyed, and then afterwards he was so destroyed that
It tasted like,
like
store brand fucking Frosted Flakes. Like this isn't Tony the Tiger. Doesn't hit the same.
I ain't buying it.
Yeah.
I think it's just nice when like somebody even has the fucking cojones to try
Sure.
and not fall completely on their face.
Nah, he's like, nah.
But like that was still sick. Like that's more exciting than just like, you know, one of even like Eminem's recent albums. Like after Kamikaze, that next album was like, eh.
I think if anything gets Eminem to make a response, then getting the response was worth
Is
the
the
shitty track.
success.
Yeah.
But with this, it's different. With J. Cole, it's not like I look at J. Cole like I look at Machine Gun Kelly versus Eminem. I'm like, damn, this is J. Cole though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for him to be like, this is how I feel, I honestly just like Kendrick, and he did it like at his own concert and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not like respect. I'm just more like, oh man, is that the end of the beef?
Did you see that video of I think it was Sean Strickland? Machine Gun Kelly's coming up to him. He's like, "Get the fuck out of here! You're gay, dude."
You look like a vampire.
He's like a vampire.
He's like, stop dressing so weird, man.
He's like,
and then
don't
you see-
talk to me.
And you see
Like-
Machine Gun Kelly like, oh fuck, what do I say? I want to say somebody's gonna kick my ass.
That was so great.
He's like, why you dress? He's like, dress like a man.
Just like you're in the Matrix.
That's so good.
But now, definitely the whole rap world and community is waiting for Kendrick to do something because Drake, for real, like, slapped hard.
I didn't even know he did that.
Really stirred it up.
I gotta listen
With
to that.
everyone, though.
He did it with everyone, and then he did a separate one called Tailor Made Freestyle directly at Kendrick with AI, Tupac, and Snoop. Again, this is all like leaked stuff, so it's like there's still like time that people need to confirm that like nobody else is trolling or doing some weird shit because we also live in an AI world right now. So you don't know like who shit is real, but either way, it's so like Kendrick has to do something, otherwise he will just look like a bitch.
Damn.
And that's tight though because I also as a fan want Kendrick to do something sick.
Yeah.
Hip hop.